Alright guys, in the greenhouse. It's late in the evening. I didn't really get nothing done today. I was just busy all day with other things, grocery shopping, washing clothes, and looking for tires for my van. My van's got 15s and it's hard to find them, but I found somebody. I'm going to get me some new tires tomorrow. But anyway, what I'm thinking in here, and I lost sleep over this last night thinking about all this, but it's okay. See, the way that the sun comes across this way. Alright, so that means that if I put anything, whatever I have on a shelf, it's going to create a shade or shadow on the things below coming that way. But if I can get this turned this way and up in here against this corner here, that no matter what I have on the shelves, when that sun gets over here on this side, because when it gets over here, this is the long part of the day over here, and this thing will get sun, you know, all day long. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is, I'm thinking that I can take this that I have here and slide this all the way down. That's if, and I know I got the 3 feet in here. Slide it all the way down. Yeah, I got over 3 feet. I can slide that all the way down, and I can put this I could put the shelf in there. Okay? But like I said, I need to cut this off right here so that I can fit right there and use that as my top shelf. That up there that I have for the top shelf, I'll just take that and put it down here, and that way then I'll have 3 shelves that I can put 9 trays on it all together, and I can put that in this corner here. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay, and so that frees up this area again. That puts this facing the right way, where it's going to get the right amount of sun that it needs for me to grow stuff. Plus, when it gets too hot, I'm ordering a shade cover that I'm gonna put over this thing to block the shade in the midst of the hottest part of our summer. And yeah, so I got a lot of stuff I gotta move, but I'm okay with moving things. I really am, because this is so small of a greenhouse. It's only 9 by 10, that I gotta be smart and utilizing all the area that I can. So you know, I got these shelves sitting in here on this side and on this side, but I got this space here that I could actually utilize by multi-level shelving. Now I can't do it here when I have all these plants that's in pots and all this stuff, and that's cool. That's cool. But this wall here is my main wall that gets this wall here gets the morning sun. But there's trees that you might be able to see. I don't know if you can see the images. Yeah, you can see through the trees. So those trees, now right now all you see is the trunks, but in the summertime that is all full of leaves and it's blocking the sun, so I don't get morning sun through here like I get right now. The sun don't start hitting my yard until it clears these trees right about here, and once this thing gets straight up over the top of this greenhouse is when we getting sun, and we get it all the way till it goes down 8 o'clock. So I mean, we got sun for anywhere from 8 to 10 hours during the summertime, because sometimes it's not even getting dark to close to 9 o'clock, and then the sun's coming up early and straight up is not 12 o'clock. I mean, 12 o'clock's over here, so we get a real, this side of my greenhouse is going to get the intense heat and light. Okay, so this is the side that I got to utilize the most. Now now what's something else that I'm thinking about is that these metal shelving things I have here, I do have another one in my shed. Now I got stuff on it, but I don't have a whole lot on it, and I can almost do without it. And if I do that, I can cut that down too and get me two maybe 3 shelves over here. 2 shelves for sure. That'll be, if I go, the 3rd shelf might be too low over here because I have a, if you can see in here, I have my herb garden elevated bed sitting here blocking the bottom. But over here where I want to put this 3-foot shelving over here, that 3-foot area, it's all open, so it's going to get sun all the way down to the bottom. Okay, so it's a possibility that I can take those shelves that I have in there, cut them to fit in here, and put me 2 shelves. I can take this shelving that I have here and put that in my shop, and I got enough stuff, I believe, just to fit on that 1 shelf is what would be all I would need. So so that's some good possibility of stuff that's going to be happening in here, because I'm trying to utilize my space right. And now the only problem I'm going to run into with this going up is I got this corner stuff here, so I can figure that out, because I can do away with that corner piece and put that shelving unit in that corner and anchor it to the shelving and to keep everything square. I won't need that. I can use the shelving unit, and then that sway brace that I got coming down, it's on a 2x4, and then it comes out and it's on this side of the 2x4. Well, I can draw a line and cut that off and put that underneath as my sway brace. And really I could do without it if I'm going to have the shelving anchored to that, which I'm pretty sure that's what I'm going to do. Put that shelving all the way, build it to that, and I can anchor it to the frame, and that'll give me 1, 2 shelves, and maybe three, because if I'm just using it for growing trays, I don't have to have a big space in between. My space can be smaller because I'm getting the sun that I need coming in here, you know. So there's gonna be some major changes going on in here, you guys, this weekend, because this has to be done. I need the space in here. I need to be ready for the next spring season so that I can grow and get started earlier. And so that's where I'm at, you guys. That's where I'm at with the greenhouse. I wish I had room in my yard to get a bigger one. I don't, so I have to really utilize what I have here, and I have to really maximize my space really right, do everything right. So for some reason last night I couldn't sleep. I was thinking about this and rearranging it because I know I need more space. I mean, you know, I wanted to make this little area my little work space, and it's getting filled in with pots and stuff, and I just need the room, you know. And I don't mind keeping this area right here as my little workstation where I do all my working, but you guys, when I do this, I'm still gonna have this whole back wall ready, that I could actually make me a little workstation there or something. I don't know, you know, but I'll build me something. And I don't know what kind of measurement I have in between these. Let's see. Okay, so we right under 6 feet. And these things are okay, like 6.5 feet. So I couldn't use one of these in between them. So I could. Now, what about this? This here. That's under 6 feet. So I can build me something and put some wire on it, like I made these shelves, and make something across here, make it my little workstation. So anyway, now I'm getting excited about utilizing this area and getting more benefit out of it. You know what I mean? Good. And I'm thinking about even under here. I need to stash things like bags of mud and things like that, and I don't want them getting wet, and I don't want them getting dried out. Now, so I got some ideas what I can do down here already, but this is going to be a place that, well, basically all my black pots are going to go down here for sure. I have this little area here, as you can see here. See that brace down there? There's a brace on the ground down there. Well, I can actually frame out something and make a whole floor there. Frame it, you know, put wire on it, and this is where I can put my bags of mud and things that I have like that. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, guys. And now one thing I have in here is my feed for my chickens. Now, that I can change and put somewhere else, and maybe I might do that. I might figure that out. If not, they can still go where they are because they are low enough to fit underneath the shelving. Or I can put them in the back here, and they would be underneath my shelving I make, my little workstation, whatever. So there's all kind of little options here. It's amazing, man, when you really take a small area, and I'm getting used to doing this because I have a little bitty backyard that I'm cramming all kind of stuff in, and so I'm getting used to thinking in a way to maximize small spaces, and that's what I would like. I hope I can get more and more some more and more videos on this, maybe to teach some of you guys, because especially those that are listening that live in a city, or maybe not so much live in a city, but even though you might live, you know, outside cities, city limits, you still might have a regular city-sized lot like I have, and I can show what I'm doing, and you can do, and maybe go beyond what I'm doing, and even learn even more. You know, with me having all the concrete back here puts a limitation on me. Now, people that don't have that and have all grass, man, I know I got a lot of ideas for that, but I can't do them because I'm on concrete. So I have a lot of limited space because I can't like step over things. So I have to make big enough walkways to get a wheelbarrow through, or to walk through with buckets or whatever it is. I got some places you can't fit a wheelbarrow, but I have it laid out where there's some I can get through somewhere to always get close enough with a wheelbarrow if I gotta unload or load mud into one of the beds. You know, so that's where I'm at with all this, guys. This is exciting. I'm learning really how to use my greenhouse, and because of that, it's got me thinking on ways to really, you know, maximize on all the space here. So I got to get some water on all this. All this needs some water, even though it's overcast today, and they didn't have you know, a whole lot of not as much heat. As a matter of fact, what's the temperature say? Temperature says it is like 78 degrees, so that's not too bad. That's good. So nothing got dried out. I came in here yesterday and everything was just wilted over, and because I just got exhausted from all the heat. And yeah, this is good. This is good. This is good what I want to do. I think it's going to help me out a lot. I'm going to be able to have more space, do more, especially if I do the two-tier thing here like I want, because that is what I really need to do. So I could have a whole, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 trays that I can fit on this row. So if I double that, that gives me a whole nother 7. If I do what I want to do here, that gives me 3, 6, 9 more. So that gives me, between this shelf and doubling that, gives me a total of 15 more trays that I can put in here. Now we're talking, you know. And if it worse got to worse, man, I'll figure out what I got to do on this side. And I already kind of had a thought about doing something on an angle here for the top shelf. But you know, I don't know how far out. Like I try not to come out as far as this, where I can still get under it, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I had the thought, and I could make a shorter one and lay them long ways, and I don't know how many I would be able to fit. Maybe 6 of them across there if they turned long ways and not this way, and that way I can make it shorter. You know what I mean? Like, instead of it sitting like this on an angle, it could sit like this on an angle, you see? So that gives me a whole lot of space. This angles this to catch the sun coming, shooting in from this way. Instead of being straight up, it'd be more on an angle. And that's a possibility too on this whole side here, you know? And probably I'm going to eventually do that, because the longer I'm living here in this house, I'm going to keep trying to do whatever I can to create more space, and to use, well, the space is already here, but how to use the space that I have, you know. And so this is good. I wish it wasn't fixing to rain, man. I feel like getting my I feel like jumping on this now. I can't, and tomorrow I'll be picking up trees in the morning, and then I got an appointment to go get new tires. Maybe after that, if I got time, I can start getting in the shop and cleaning out those other shelves, and get me a measurement and get that cut and get that in here, get all this out. If not, and then Friday I'm gonna be out of town. Friday we have doctor's appointments for Mindy, and then I got to go to Mississippi. I got some business in Mississippi I got to attend to. Leave this open. I got to get in here with the hose. So and then Saturday's my busy day selling trees, but that's fine. I can be here working on that while I'm selling trees, because I'm not selling trees like, you know, every minute of the day, you know. And the business is picking up, but still I'm not busy every minute of the day, you know. So all right guys, so that's what's going on. And then you know, I had taken the eggs out of the turner, and they're in the hatch tray. So today's Wednesday, so Monday it's 14, 15, 6, this day 16. We still need another 1 or 2 days. Sometimes they start hatching a day early. If they do, it'll probably be tomorrow when I see some hatch. Not, it'll be Friday when I'm not home, and when I get back Friday, that's when I'll find, you know, all the chicks in here. So Friday's probably going to be the day it happens, because I won't be here. And you know, it might happen early in the morning. It could happen tomorrow. It happens for 2 days usually. So all right guys, well, that's what's going on the homestead today. That's what's going on in my mind today, which started last night, had me up thinking about taking this little bitty greenhouse here and maximizing it for, you know, for me to grow more, which in turn it's more food, plus it's also more income because I'll be able to sell vegetable plants, because I want to do that too. I want to be able to provide vegetable plants where people can come here and get them, and yeah, this is good, you guys. This is real good. So the dwarf Tamarellos are coming up. Now, they're very, very, very small, and I don't know how fast they grow. Don't know nothing about them, but they're very, very small. So I got to be careful water them that I don't destroy them. So that's why I use the mist on my wand when I water all this, because I don't want to hit none of this with a big cloud of water. Now I got all this new stuff in here, and we're fixing to get some rain, and it could be heavy. The wind is moving, but that means two things: it could blow over fast and be out of here, or it could be a very violent type of storm that we're going to have, and I really don't know. The salad bar looks beautiful. It really does. It is so beautiful looking. It gets me hungry every time I look in here, and I need to get in here and start cutting this stuff down. That's another thing I got to do, and I even might do that before the sun goes down tonight. So I gotta get to watering this stuff. So hey guys, I hope I could be an encouragement to some of y'all that may have very limited space to do stuff. Man, you could cram stuff in a small space. If you really put your mind to it, you can do it. If you can't think of it on your own, man, send me some send me a message or something. Ask me questions. You know, I'll try to answer as much as I can. Maybe you could take pictures of your area and say, man, do you have any idea of how I can utilize this space to do whatever, you know? But just start letting your mind roll. Let your mind think about these things, and watch what'll come up. You know, because it's in us to survive. You know what I mean? So it's really more natural for you to think of ways to utilize your space to grow a lot of stuff. That's more natural than it's not. I mean, it seems like it's not, because we grow up in the United States that has totally gone the other way from raising your own food, growing your own food, and so you know we get caught up with it, and we get trapped in a different type of mindset. So once you let go of that and start allowing your mind to start thinking on homesteading and growing food, raising small animals in your little city yard, how you can what and how and when and where and what you can do. Man, start asking yourself all these things. Start thinking about, what if I did this, and how do I do this, and maybe you don't have the skills to do all this, but you can learn really easy, you guys. Look, I'm the kind of guy, listen to me, I've always worked for myself. I had my first job, I worked for a surveying company, and I did that in high school. And when I got out of high school, I got a job for Cox Cable. I worked for Cox Cable for 2 years, and I went to work for myself doing cable. I had my own company, started doing cable. It didn't last too long, and then I started. There was an area not too far away. They were building it up. It was being built up. I mean, I saw the areas, because when I did cable TV, I saw these areas, and there were new homes going up. I mean, big acres and acres of land with new homes. And I went and talked to the people, because I got to meet them and everything. And so I started trimming out houses. Now, I didn't really do a lot of that. I worked one summer. I worked for a guy, and that's how I learned a little bit of construction. So I went to work for myself. Now, I didn't have nail guns. Other people had nail guns. I didn't. I was hand nailing everything by hand. I didn't even have an electric miter saw. I had a nice one now. I bought a nice Craftsman that, man, you do it by hand. And I trimmed the houses out with a hand miter saw. Now, it was a good one now. It wasn't no cheap one. It was a good one. And hand nailing. You nail it, and then you got to set the nail. And I did that for 2 years before I even started buying any kind of air compressors and nail guns and things like that. Really. So, and so just going to work for myself, doing that, I mean, I had never done that. I didn't even really know all the codes, but I just got in there and started doing it. And if I didn't do something right, some kind of way I found out how to do it. We didn't have internet back then. You couldn't Google something. You know, you just learned it. You learned it with your own mind and trying things and getting out there and putting your hands to it, and you learn it. Well, that's one of the downfalls of the internet and all that stuff, is you can just, instead of using your mind, you can go Google it and find, oh, that's how you do it. And so you really don't really learn, because you really learn when you use your mind to comprehend and understand, not by reading and hearing somebody else's way they do it, but by you doing hands-on and figuring it out. Once you do that, it's amazing what you learn, what you can do. And so from that point on, I've always worked for myself. And I was in a satellite business. I always worked for myself as a contractor and doing additions on homes. I got into all of that. You know, I didn't understand everything about it, but I just would hire people that knew. And then I got into the kitchen and bath remodeling, and I did that for the last 10 years of my life before I retired. And I had a granite yard. We were fabricating granite. We were building cabinets, and then we were buying cabinets, because then when Katrina hit, we couldn't buy cabinets. It was just taking too long to build them, because when I was doing all that before, it wasn't no rush thing. You didn't rush anything. We just took our time, laid back, worked. Easy work. But after Katrina hit, you couldn't do that anywhere. Everything was rush, do it now, we need it now, order this now, we got to put it in now, we got to do it in 2 weeks, got to get it done. And so we just started ordering cabinets, which was taking 4 weeks to come in at the time, and more sometimes. But anyway, I'm saying all that because I just always jumped into the water and started swimming. And I started swimming. So anything, when I started doing the homesteading, I just started growing stuff. I never grew up doing that. My mom never grew stuff. We lived in a house. We never had gardens and all of that. We never did that. And so I just started getting into homesteading. And didn't know it was called homesteading. And then probably, I don't know, maybe 20 years ago, 15 to 20 years ago, when I started maybe getting online, because that took me a while to learn how to do that. And then I would be watching I got on YouTube, and I don't know when that really came out, but it was kind of new for me. And then I found a couple of people. I found some people that's still around today, and it was just like, it just birthed something in me when I seen the way they was living, that I wanted to live that way. And and here it is today. I'm making money off my property. I grow food. We eat quite a bit out the backyard. I have small animals that we eat out the backyard. And I'm not even finished growing here at this property. I have still more things I could do here if I never leave here. I can raise rabbits here. I can raise pigs, not too many. And then I can also make me a microfarm. And yeah. So, I'm not done. I'm not done. Alright guys. Grow food. Grow trees. Grow bushes that come back every year with berries on it that come back every year. Just start doing it. And learn. Learn while you go. You can go get online. It's easier nowadays to get online and get some information, but like you've heard me say before, just because somebody's doing something a certain way doesn't mean that you're going to do it that way and it's going to succeed. Everything's different. As soon as you start digging in your mud and putting seeds in your mud, it's different than the guy you're seeing on YouTube, because now your mud's different, so you're not equal. And if he's not living like right next door to you, then probably his climate is different than yours, so you're still not on equal. You understand? So you can learn from others, but you always got to tweak it to work for you in your space, with your climate, with your soil, with your type of water. And you think all rainwater is the same? It's not. If you live close to, like I do, live close to oil refineries, and on a cloudy day like this, if you go past by them, they pumping stuff in the air constantly. Clear days, they're not doing that because they're not supposed to. But when it's real cloudy like this, they pumping stuff in the air. They think nobody knows what's going on, but they pumping stuff in the air, and that stuff gets in our clouds, mixed in our rain, and falls down on us. Now, yeah, the rainwater's still good, but it's got some stuff in it. It ain't as pure as it could be if we lived away from the city and lived out in the country where you didn't have oil refineries. So, I don't know. I'm rambling on. I'm rambling because there's a lot to talk about. Hey, guys. So, hey, y'all be blessed. I'm going to go water my plants here and kind of get some things ready because it's fixing to pour down. And so you guys be blessed. See you in the next video.